Alright, here's some tools, got some tools ready. A bunch of people, despite the rain. Another dig day. This is the first Creekside dig day ever. Sounds like we've got some tool alteration going on with the grinder in the background there as well, just for extra sharpness on a shovel. And then we've got Ralphie. Very excited. You very excited? Here we go. Got some epic benching work going on here on up the wires. Oh my goodness. Worth keeping in mind that for every bike that goes down a different trail, given there's so many trails here now, maybe more than 10 trails by summer, everybody pretty much is climbing up the same trail. So this is sort of quite close to the bottom of the climbing trail, but really done a heap of improvements here, which you really appreciate in summer, particularly if you're too hardcore for an e-bike and you go up the shortcut. This is a really nice piece of work. So we're going to keep on moving up the trail now and doing some more work on up the wires. There is a bit of a planned new section of the trail, so we'll see how that goes. There, we've already had a tool casualty today. Here it is. Gordon's somewhat well used, you could say well loved spade has bit the dust. Sad moment for us all, but you know, that's what happens sometimes. Sometimes tools give up. Goodbye to that spade. Goodbye spade, thank you for your service. Oh my goodness, and here we have it. Here's the new section of up the wires under construction. There's the old bit. And then you come around here, look at this, look at all these. Epic.
Yeah, Ralph.
How did you find this alternate route, Brendan? Just a bit of walking?
Yeah. Good.
Yeah, nice.
The guys are doing some good work, so.
Yeah, everyone, eh?
I looked a bit curious before we cut into it, but.
Yeah. Everyone's going to love this in summer. Just think when you're riding up here, it's the labour of such people which made this possible. Nice wee bit of, little wee climby bit here. Sort of raised bit to fix up. Just done some great work. So many hands too, working at it. Dirt coming out of here. That was a big tree stump there. Just would have been too big to get your bike up probably. Unless you're on an e-bike. Certainly it's kind of wet. And further up it, this is going to be great. It's going to be the new way to get up Creekside. Gordon, I had a wee eulogy for your spade, by the way, just before. Did you want to say a few words to say goodbye to it? No, I put it next to the trailer, just stuck it in the ground.
Okay.
Yeah. This has always been a little bit, There's always been a wee bit skinny through here. I remember when I first dug this in the rain, it took me like 3 afternoons just to do that little wee bit of benching on my own. There's 2 kids complaining about wanting to go home. Come on, Daddy, we're going. I'll be like, yeah, we're going soon. We're going in the next few minutes. Do another half hour. Daddy, when are we going home? Well, next few minutes. And do another half hour. So you build a trail with kids. Just so many good improvements on here. So much hard work. Going up the wires. So we've got the new diversion at the bottom, and this is just back on the old trail now, just improving this. And then further up, another diversion, just to try and make the climb easier. And hopefully, with all this work too, as we're just mellowing out sections of trail, I'll just last longer. I won't get as hammered by everybody riding it, so more fun for everybody. What do you reckon about this sun, Ralphie? Nice and sunny? What do you reckon? Oh, look at that. Nice one. It's the old trail. Goes up a little bit here. I remember I actually looked at this line when I first built the trail, and I looked at my own 2 hands and thought, you know what, I'm not doing all that benching. It's too much work for one person.
What you thought was, I'm an e-biker and I don't care. That's what you thought when you made up the...
Actually wasn't an e-biker at that stage, Mark. I don't care now. Like, it's absolutely true that I no longer care about the needs of conventional bikers, but at the time, it was the digging. Awesome, such an epic effort, so many people putting in hard yards. There's the old trail. So the new trail we're calling Tribute to Trail Boss involves some insane benching. So there's one section of trail that Jason doesn't like. Jason doesn't like that one very much. He reckons it's like wasted climbing. So we've now benched, let's have a look how much trail we've benched. Well, I remember looking at that. And all this benching and retaining through here. So many hands working on this. Go through here, excuse me mate, epic. All this through here. All this through here, steep wee section of hill. Look at that excellent work there, tamping that down. All this retaining. Wow.
You've got to be a very logical mind and programming, like, yeah.
So how do you like this tribute to the Trail Boss? Is this adequate?
Yep,
Have
just
we
about got 4 lanes of highway here.
done the job for? Yeah, right, nice. So now the old trail, if you don't want to climb an extra 3 meters, you can now ride the Trail Boss tribute. Isn't that great? Very happy. All right, we've now worked our way all the way to the top of up the Waz. What a dig day. I reckon it's probably the best dig day ever. Mark reckons Battle of Midway dig day was probably slightly more impressive. I wasn't at that one, so it's the best dig day I've ever been involved in. Made the top a little bit nicer. Trail Boss Jason's now very pleased that his bottom bracket will no longer pop out over that hump at the top. All right, done. Great work, everybody.
It's only like 5 days from here to grab
Epic. So many hard working hands.
Yeah, it's quite epic.
So much work done. This climb trail up the Waz is now, well, it was already fine to climb up. I think particularly people on conventional bikes will be very pleased at how much more energy you are now left with to enjoy your downs. Speaking of beers, hopefully we'll be able to support Liberty again this year to be our supporter for the 2025 Mudduro. Hands up who's racing in the 2025 Mudduro. Yeah, Scotty, yep, awesome. 28th of September. Great to see everybody there too. We have some very well chosen trails that work well in the mud.